What's going on, fam? So I'm gonna give a bit of a disclaimer before we get started. I am on Oxy and about 2 other painkillers. So excuse anything I say and or do not say. Also, this will be moderately, and excuse my language, or my grammar, moderately short live, depending. I haven't eaten or sleeping or drinking because this race was absolutely a race. I mean, this race was a race. And I'm going to say this right now. When we get into Wolves Den, I don't expect to be doing a lot of talking. I don't expect to be having a lot of dry spots. I don't expect for people not to be putting their hand up to talk because there was way too many damn talking points in this race for you not to be running your damn mouth. Now, we will start here. We should start here. Now, I got a question because you know they're going to be very limited. They're not going to be around as much today because you know what they do. They suckers. They lames. They busters. They whack asses. They front runners. They don't show up unless Max Verstappen win because then they don't have nothing to talk about. They weak as hell. They don't get in the comment section. They stay really quiet. That's why we laugh at them when they finally do show up. But I just want to know, the asshole who came and asked who won the Japan race is the same person that didn't win this race and the other 2 first rounds of the season plus the sprint and the sprint quali race. Max damn Verstappen. That's who didn't win this race. And I got to point out how absolutely it never fails. The Max Verstappen Red Bull stimulus bell comes out in fashion. Max Verstappen, is this not a track where you can overtake? Is this not a track where you can overtake? Matter of fact, I took another Oxy before I came on here because trust me, I want to just get this time in. Is this not a track that you can overtake? This is a track with 3 DRS zones. This is a track that Max Verstappen supposed to be strong. This is a track that everybody's got equal an opportunity. And where in the hell was Max? Max was never in the top 3. Norris is trash. Smash the like button. Russell better get DSQ for DRS infringement. Peace and love, yo. I got something to talk about on North. Like I said, I'm on Oxy, so excuse my verbiage. I got something to talk about on Norris. Max Verstappen and the FIA have to someday quit this relationship they got. Where in the hell did we need a full safety car to pick up some debris on track? Where did we need that? I'm really trying to figure that out. Where in the hell did we need a full safety car for them to pull debris off a track? Max Verstappen did what he's been doing since the back half of last season. He got 1 win last week and people went absolute crazy. I mean, and guess what? I'm not going to blame y'all. Because when Lewis Hamilton gets his race win this season, because he's had a race win before, but when he get his first race win with Ferrari, people going to go crazy. But see, it's for a different reason, because y'all seem to act like Max Verstappen is super duper Max. Like he the most dominant driver. Wait a minute. What happened to all this shit talk about Max can take a Haas or an AlphaTauri to pole? I'm not seeing this happen. I'm not seeing it happen. Big shout out to Maria Duncan pulling up, somebody who I kind of almost worry about coming into the live stream because I know I'm gonna get scolded, rightfully so. Big shout out to Maria Duncan. Says, hi Jay, good to see you. Lewis did great today and as driver of the day. It's great to see Max struggling with his number 1 and next year is back to number 33. Lando is a loser and lacks championship mentality. Love you, Jay. I love you too, Maria Duncan. Love you too. I just said that, hey, if it's somebody I'm worried about seeing in this live stream, I know going to give me some business. Maria Duncan, Sylvia Witt Kelly, Galactus, it's going to be people, Paul. Hey, appreciate you, mechanic, appreciate you. But, yo, this is crazy, yo. Paul in the live chat saying the safety car was designed to bring certain cars back to the front and give them chance. Right, Max Verstappen. I mean, nobody was trying to. Nobody could figure out why do we have a full safety car for a piece of debris. VSC would have been more than good enough, but you know what? It was Max. Max is under attack, and we got to turn into Baywatch and go save his drowning ass. Leclerc slept, costing him a podium. The GOAT showing he can still finish at the top 5. Ferrari updates. I consider upgrades now. Jeddah's next. I think I can agree with that, brother. I think I can agree with that. I think they got some fine tuning to do, but I do think they are definitely. I think they are definitely maybe at this point in time considered upgrades. So I would go with that. I would go with that for you. And let's talk about this though. While we still talking about Max, let's talk about Max getting overtaken by the rookie. Let's talk about Max getting overtaken by the rookie, y'all. Antonelli putting down some moves out there. Did y'all see Antonelli give Max Verstappen a little lesson that, hey, bro, I'm a rookie. You're not no idol to me. I don't admire you. And he treated him like so. These rookies are not going to be playing with Max. Oscar Piastri, Hadjar, Antonelli. They're not going to be playing with Max. Antonelli showed him like, bro, wait till I get everything on deck. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you. Ferrari on hard tire track. Yo, mechanic Mercedes. I don't know why. I got it right here in my notes, bro. I don't know why they put them on hard tires. It was kind of crazy. I thought the medium tire for sure, but maybe they didn't have a medium tire left. You know, that could have been what it was. And here it is right here. Mechanic says, oh, my Jay, please take time to get better, bro. I'm definitely going to do that one. Listen, while y'all talking and y'all going over everything in Wolves Den, man, I'm going to be laid up again, bro. I'm going to be laid back, man. Got a nice little setup right here, man. It's kind of crazy. Family kind of coming out to make some things happen. But I'm going to be laid up, bro, for sure. Listening to y'all make these points. Galactus might help me run the live stream at that point in time. But, man, this was too good of a race for me not to go live, man. Too good of a race. These are the type of racing events we want to happen. These are the type of races we want to see week in and week out. This is literally what we want to see week in and out. This was not a boring race. You should not have been bored during this race at all. You shouldn't have been disappointed during this race at all. If you were disappointed during this race, I don't know what to tell you. This race had about everything in it, and it had some things that I didn't agree with in it as well. And some of those things include Liam Lawson, as he collected a penalty. I thought it was kind of frivolous. You know, Yuki put Sainz completely out of the race. Honestly, he put Sainz completely out of the race, and I was a bit surprised in that. You know, so big. Who else we got right here? We got Paul saying, "Don't overdo it, bro. Listen to your body." For sure, bro. For sure. We're going to be on here for a second and then for a minute, then I'm getting off for sure. Mechanic says, we love you, bro. Hey, bro, I love you, man. Health over everything is a fact, man. It is a fact, man. It's so hard not to, it's hard not to be present, bro. It's hard not to be present, man. It's a hard situation. But here it is. Max finished 6th. Behind who? Behind Hamilton. Behind Hamilton. Did y'all see the overtake that Hamilton also went through on Max? Max got overtaken by Hamilton and Antonelli. And then he had a trouble getting by the Alpine. This is your Max, super duper Max. Y'all come right on in and save them anytime you want. Vampire, you the biggest and the largest. Appreciate it, bro. Butt dollars for all your hard tire, wrong strategy. Yo, mechanic feels the same way. But let me talk about somebody else, because that Max talk is over, because they ain't gonna be in here like that today. They're not going to be in here like that today. They don't like good races. They like races where they think Max just rule it all. And Max showed y'all who he is. Round 1, round 2, he showed y'all what he could do when the track was limited with overtake and DRS. And he showed you what he going to do when equal and fair opportunity is out here for these cars and these drivers to perform. Max showed you what's up. Max showed you that, hey, I'm out here. I can get dog too. And he got dog walked. He got dog walked. Big shout out to Galactus, his 30-month super chat. Yo, 30 months, bro. You've been with the fam for real. It's almost 3 years coming up. Mechanic says, not to be dramatic, but your voice sort of got me emotional, bro. Please take care of yourself. Hey, man, let me, Mechanic Mercedes. Bro, I thought I was gone yesterday. I thought I was a goner yesterday, bro, so I don't blame you for that, man. I do not respect Lando. Lando lost some respect from me today, bro. Yeah, Buck Dollar. We're gonna talk about Russell too. Lando lost respect from me today. He lost full respect because you know what? I realized how much of a punk he is when he races against Max Verstappen more often than not. And he raced Lewis Hamilton harder in this one event than he's ever raced Max Verstappen in his life. In his life. Buck Dollar, man. Oh, why you retract your message, bro? You was good. You was good, Buck Dollar. You know you good, bro. We definitely gonna talk about that Russell situation, though. Lando has lost respect from me. He does not have the mentality of a dog. And I'm not saying you always got to be a dog to win a championship, but this dog right here, this Oscar, this Pia dog right here, he ain't playing no games. Piastri's on a mission. Russell hit DRS when told not to. Yeah, true. They told him don't hit DRS unless you let me know first is what they told Russell. And Russell, I'm not going to blame him too much for it. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he didn't. If you say he didn't, I'm not going to debate that because we know Russell can do some snakish stuff. But, Lando don't have that dog in him. He go on a crying party when he doesn't do well. He beats himself up in front of everybody when he doesn't do well. He fights against Max Verstappen weak as hell. I don't know what the hell done happened. I don't know if Max and his daddy done took Lando in a room and just brainwashed him and maybe beat him to hell with some soap and a sock. We had some things like that happen before. Soap and a sock. But Lando a punk when it come to Max. But, I lost some respect for Lando today. I lost some respect because I seen him put elbows out when he was going up against Lewis Hamilton that I don't see him put elbows out usually when he's against Max. And it's just it's disappointing. It's not even a little disappointing. It is completely disappointing. He's a do boy. Lando has proven to me to be a do boy now. And I can't respect him as no damn do boy. Now, when we get into talking about the Antonelli overtake, I think this is a very good thing. Antonelli did not go against Max Verstappen like he gave a damn about Max Verstappen's cachet, about Max Verstappen's championships, about who the hell Max Verstappen is known to be, which is crash trapping. Antonelli said, I'm going to press you. And he pressed him and he got by him. It took him a couple of times, but he learned real quick. Galactus says Pia may win WDC this year if he keeps going. Yeah, that's if McLaren don't stand in his way, bro. And I think what we saw from Antonelli today is something that we might end up seeing from the rest of these rookies this season or as they progress. Hajar, Bortoleto, Antonelli. I don't know about Lawson. Lawson kind of in his thing, what I'm saying? But Lawson, where was Lawson today? Matter of fact, speaking about Lawson, let's just go ahead and seal this. This is the second race, right? Second race. I think it's the second race where we could say Yuki has outperformed Lawson by far in a Red Bull car. Yuki is in the points again. Yuki's only 2 spots off of Max Verstappen. I think we done with the whole situation of trying to disrespect Yuki. Lawson is the 17th, outdone by Hajar, outdone by Doohan. And he would have been 18th had Sainz still been on track. And that is what it is. Maria Duncan says Oscar is clearly the better driver. At McLaren, Lando just is not championship mentality. Max going to need therapy after that. Maria Duncan. For sure. For sure. Antonelli Antonelli gave Max the business. The business. And then to add injury to insult, how about a current rookie Mercedes driver giving you the business? How about this previous 7-8-time world champion driver behind you in a new car? I'm going to give you the business too. Lewis Hamilton coming by giving him the business next. Yeah, but Lando out of there for me. You know, he just ain't got that dog in him. And Oscar, like I told you all earlier, Oscar's on a mission to make McLaren realize that he's not a number two. You say we got two number ones, but that's not what you showed me. I think Oscar's on a mission to show them that, yeah, we don't have a number one and number two. We definitely got two number ones, and I'm finna show you who's the stronger number one. And I think that's what we got happening. I do honestly think that's what we got happening. I don't think Oscar's gonna leave it up to chance anymore. I think our brother Oscar has decided that, you know, you're not responsible enough, McLaren, to make sure that you could do the right thing. I'm going to force you to do the right thing. And Piastri drove a phenomenal race. He did what he needed to do off the start. He did what he needed to do coming out the pits. He did what he needed to do to the end of the race. He always stays cool, calm, and collective. He's got ice in his veins. I keep telling y'all, that's Iceman right there. Rest in peace to Val Kilmer, who passed recently too. That's Iceman right there. That's my driver. I've been supporting my driver. That's one of my new drivers. You know, Lewis Hamilton, my top driver, but my other driver I'm supporting that I've been kicking it for is Pia. That's my dog. And then of course I like Albon. I still like Albon for sure. Now I got to find one of these newer rookies who I kind of like the most. And I ain't gonna lie, Antonelli's earning my respect. But Hadjar, I think I'm gonna I don't know. I like Hadjar too. I like Hadjar's mentality, his character, his personality. I like Hadjar. But then as we go down to talk about Yuki, I think Yuki definitely by now has proven Lim Lawson got 2 races. Yuki got 2 races his second, and Yuki said enough is enough. I'm here now. Lim Lawson is what Lim Lawson is, and I think by now the world, and there should be many questions coming to Red Bull, can you finally admit you made the wrong decision from the get-go? And if they can't say yeah, it just tells you that, you know, it just further proves to you that, you know, Red Bull full of shit, pretty much. That's all it is. It just further proves that. I mean, don't prove anything that we don't already know. It just triple, doubles, quadruple, you know, octa down on it. Terry Jackson, welcome to the family, member, man. I wish I could get a little bit more hype about you joining the family, but I'm a little under the weather. But believe me, I'm happy that you joined the Wolfpack fam. Make sure you get in the Discord and have a conversations with us today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you get to talk and I get to listen, and we set the stage, and then we'll have rapid fire toward the end of that session. All right. Big shout out to Terry Jackson. Welcome into the family. Put some nice emojis in the chat. Welcome our new family member. Gabriel Sanchez, how you doing? Ain't seen you in a minute, brother. Russell put 28 laps on used softs and gave nothing. Y'all better put some howdy partner on. I trust me. I got some. Trust me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get into that. On my notes right here, I wrote down to say props to Russell. I know he's woody. I know he, you know, can be a little bit backstabbing, but Russell ran a pretty damn good race, and things were falling apart around Russell. Like, can we just be real about that? I think if we take Russell out, if we just close our eyes and don't see a name tag, don't know that other Petronas blue car was operated by Russell, I think we say that driver did a hell of a job today. I can't fully criticize him for the DRS situation, although I'm not mad if they penalize him for it, because he was warned on the radio to not use DRS until you tell me, and then I'll let you know. But in the heat of battle and over repetition, and this is a new process you're trying to put in on him right in the midst of a race. If he messes up in his DRS because he's trying to get in there, I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, for sure, Galactus. Gremlins were all through this car for Russell. And for Russell to keep it together and stay composed and actually make it, which staying composed, I'm giving Russell a lot of credit for, because he's Mr. Drama. Let's just be real. Russell is Mr. Damn Drama. He's going to over dramatize everything. He's gonna over elaborate. He's gonna make it rain when it's not raining. Yo, Russell, I got to give Russell some respect for today's race. Race to X210, Russell going to be DSQ. I bet he was underweight. Oof, that'd be crazy if he is. I mean, if that happens, that's going to be on them for sure. Because, when you think about it, little things like that do matter. Racer X210, little things like that do matter. You're right about that. Damn. And you know what? If that does happen, Russell going to cry. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. If Russell gets DSQ for this, he going to cry. He that type of dude. He going to cry. Incredible Fast Quest J on need a Superman cape after your ordeal. Hey, bro, man, much respect to you, bro. Bro, I just don't like quitting, for real. And, I feel like if something going to take me out, at least let it take me out standing up. You feel me? At least take me out while I'm doing something. Don't take me out while I'm laying down. That's how I feel about it, man. But that could be the Navy mentality in me too. You feel me? So I appreciate you much, man. I appreciate everybody. People don't probably realize sometimes in life, you get energy and you live off people praying and sending you positive energy. It's a circle. It goes all the way around. So, that positive energy literally does help. Because you think about the things you got to live for, the people that you got to be around, the people you get to communicate with and have good times with. All those positive things fire off endorphins, which can help your body try to stand up to all type of negative things that are attacking it. So I appreciate y'all. Then let's get into this Yuki versus Lawson thing. Yuki put Sainz out the race. I ain't gonna front. That was a pretty nasty, let's just be real. That's a pretty nasty gash in Sainz side pod. Nice to see Ant come into play. His rookie, what's up, Rambro? Yeah, please take care of yourself, Jay. We are with you, man. I know you are with me, 100. No doubt. That's a pretty and I hated this for Sainz, Rambro 88. I hated this for Sainz, bro. Sainz finally, appreciate you, Buck Dollar, long time member here, OG as a matter of fact. Sainz finally came into a weekend where we have been, if you are a Sainz supporter, some people don't care about Sainz. I do. I like Sainz. His voice on the radio is kind of whiny to me, is it? But Sainz has been trying to put his hands on this car, and finally he grasped it to where he can perform nice. And Yuki, it was a racing incident. Yuki, and Yuki got his penalty for it. And Yuki, it happened, and this is what goes down. Same thing with Liam Lawson. I don't agree with the penalty, but he should get a time penalty. If Yuki gets one, Liam gets one. But I got to say, Liam Lawson's touch with the Sauber car was very minimal, and you could tell it wasn't intentional or anything that was done with malice intent, man. That's where I stand on it. I don't know where you stand on it, but that's where I stand on it. Anthony Carrier says, stay strong, my brother. Love this community you built, man. First, I would say this, brother. I appreciate you sending me positive vibes out, but I'm going to correct your last statement right there, your last sentence. And I love this community that we built. We built this community. A community is nothing with one person. A community is a multitude and collective of many people working in unison together to accomplish a task. And we built this community to have a good time with and among each other. And I appreciate you all for helping and being part of making a community such a great and awesome place. You feel me? I do. So yeah, I hated it for Carlos. This is racing. It happens, but he's not done. I think Jeddah's going to be another place where hopefully he can do good in quali and then come out and have a better performing on a race. We didn't see Albon get into the top 10. So it's not as if we would have saw two drivers in the top 10 here, but ain't no telling where Sainz would have been. Sainz could have possibly gotten the top 10. And it would have been nice to see, but we'll see what happens the next go round for sure. Let's also talk about, Gasly. Gasly, welcome to different air this season. Health and strength, brother. We're all here with you. Thank you, Spider 35. Health is important. And I think this position by Gasly will make him feel quite healthy. Number 7 in points for the Alpine. And Dorn was doing pretty good. I mean, he was really giving it to Max Verstappen for a moment. Think about that. Max Verstappen was having some problems getting by Dorn. These cars are starting to really, and this is what I don't hate it, but this is what I fear every time a new regulation comes in. When a new regulation comes in, we're going to lose some of this. When a new regulation comes in, we're going to lose some of this closeness, some of this performance where these cars are separated by hundredths of a second, by tenth of a second. We're going to lose some of this. And to me, that is crazy. And then we're going to have to wait for things to get back together and for other teams to kind of figure their thing out. And then they're going to finally start. I hope we don't lose as much as we did in the ground effects era when it was on its horizon here. And I'm going to tell you right now, this I did a post on Twitter. If you know my channel, go watch it. But this guy that they got, Davraki or Direct, I forget, I can't remember his damn name. Oh my gosh. He is absolutely annoying. His voice is absolutely annoying. I can't stand to hear him talk. And I can't, this is what also I can't stand. Formula One and have so many opportunities to bring in people into the space that can do commentating, that can do some of these things that are different, that bring a different vibe, a different flair, a different taste, that they keep bringing in people like this. And it's such the norm where it's crazy. But he is absolutely ridiculously not TV worthy. I hate to say that about somebody, but he is not TV worthy. His voice, I would rather listen to nails on a screeching chalkboard than listen to him. I already don't feel good. How do you think I feel listening to this dude? It's horrible for me. And it's probably horrible for a lot of people. He's absolutely horrible. Mary Beanie in the super chat. I'm just telling you. You got Twitter, go check it out. I made a spoof. It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it and all that good stuff. But let's get into the next team, Ferrari. Let's go ahead and get into Ferrari. Same old story, right? Same old story. Let me see. I got his name right here. I got his name. I'm about to give you his name because his name is misleading. His name is misleading when you listen to it over when they say it, but his name is David D. Valsecchi. All right. David D. Valsecchi is his name. And he's doing commentation with Laura Winters this week, and he is absolutely ridiculously annoying. That's his name, Valsecchi. You know, hey, Mechanic Jay, it was bad yesterday. His voice is annoying as hell, bro. So yeah, I made a spoof on Twitter. If you got Twitter, go check out the spoof. I remixed it with a Samuel L. Jackson scene from Pulp Fiction. So check that out. But yeah, I couldn't help myself, and I hashtagged him because I want him to know. Formula One, you got to do a better job. It's way too many people out here. Way too many opportunities out here to include new blood and new flair into the sport of Formula One, to do things to bring in new audiences, and they're not trying to do it. But yeah, Valsecchi is whack. He's whack. And I'm not saying his takes are whack, but it's just when you on TV, you got to have, not only do you have to be visually somewhat okay to want to be on TV, because visual is a big part of it, but as far as your voice and audio, you need to be not 90% aggravating. You don't need to have a 90% aggravating voice. And then you need to at least be somewhat fully understandable even when you get excited. When this dude gets excited, I don't know what the hell I'm listening to. I don't know what I'm listening to when he get excited. And it's just the real thing. It's just true. So yeah, I mean, I don't care if he weighed GP2 or not, whatever that was, whenever that day was, it was a long time ago, because he's definitely, any car he gets in, it's not working right now. So Ferrari got on my nerves today. Again, I felt like so close, but not close enough. The strategy is bad. Mary Beanie, she told me too. She's like, you got a certain amount of time, I'm gonna let you be on there, and then you got to get back into bed. She told me that right now you can't. I know we got you a little thing where you can kind of lay sideways down there and use your mic, and we done kind of adjusted things, but she told me you need to be in the bed. That whole little makeshift bed thing we got down there for you to be on a live stream is not the deal. That's why I don't have my image up, right? Because visually it's not a positive thing for you all to see. It's not a positive thing for you all to see. I'll say that. I was going to share a visual with the Wolfpack fam, and I didn't want to because I didn't want to make anything negative for you all. But it is very hard when somebody takes a picture because they don't know if that's going to be their last time that they taking a picture of you alive. So, but it is what it is. You feel me, Wolfpack fam? So, but it's just Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton said the tires sucked. Leclerc held Lando off as long as he could. And if somebody could help Incredible Facts Quest get into the Discord, that'd be cool. Incredible Facts Quest, you can go watch a video on it on our YouTube. If you search Discord on the videos, you should be able to find that Discord video, and it should show you the steps on how to link your Discord to your YouTube membership now, and then it'll get you in. But Ferrari just seemed to always make a mistake. And again, Lewis Hamilton is right there, in position with Charles Leclerc. And I think this is still positive momentum, like Racer X210 was alluding to, that I would agree that the changes are upgrades. They just got some fine tuning to do. And then Lewis, like Sainz, just needs more familiarity with the car in the condition, in the form it's in, not condition. And we could start seeing Ferrari pick up. But let's just be clear. Leclerc is not running away with these race wins. He's not placing podium on average. Russell has been on podium. I want to say Russell's been on podium all damn. I want to say Russell's been on podium let me not say that. Not every race, but he's been on podium, 3 out of 4 of the races? Yeah, I think Russell's been on podium 3 out of 4 of the races, which is pretty good. And, hold on. You know what I haven't seen? Paul, smash a like and y'all show some support. Appreciate you, man. You know what I haven't seen since we've been here this whole time right now in the live? Where are those Max Verstappen buffoons? Where the Max Verstappen buffoons? See, this is why I don't care when they show up when Max wins a race with limited situations, or when Max wins a race when everything is just perfect. Because when you hear Max Verstappen can take an AlphaTauri and a Haas to pole, I expect Max to win a race like this. I expect Max to win a race where you can overtake. I expect Max to win a race where you got DRS zones. I expect Max to win a race when the FIA throw an entire safety car out on the track to help him out. Because that's what it looked like. There's no other reason for them to throw a safety car out there for a piece of debris when you clearly could have done VSC and got that off track. I expect you to be here in my chat like you're in my comment section any other time acting like you big and bad. Where are you now? Where are you now? That's a damn shame. If Max can't win this race, what are we talking about? You know what we're talking about? The same thing I told him. The same thing I told him earlier, people. That Max's season might look like the back of his season. 4th round, what did I say? I said, here we got 5th. Max Verstappen placed what? What did he place? 6th. I said it. And I said, if that's going to be his season, then don't expect a driver's championship in 2025. Now, if he picks it up from here and Red Bull managed to make the car perfect every time, the FIA managed to create a good situation every time, maybe they let them spend about $2 million more on the car this season before it's out, Max Verstappen might win another championship 2025. But right now, it ain't looking so good. It ain't looking so good. I'm going to tell you right now, Red Bull, Adrian Newey gone. They say when Adrian Newey leaves, so do championships. I'm going to just say Callum, they token black guy, gone. He was pretty hot sauce. even though he should take Anthony Hamilton up on the Hamilton commission, but I ain't going to talk on that no more right now. Some other people gone. And I just want to say, you got a driver and what you call a leader that is not a leader and is a crybaby and a complainer and a blamer. Paul, I really think a local, right, a local yellow or a VSC would have been good. I feel you completely. So with that being said, we'll look at the rest of the grid real quick, Wolfpack fan, because I'm starting to get a lot of built up pressure right now. When that happens, I gotta, when I start getting built up pressure, because I can't help when you got organs removed out of your body, is your body's still trying to learn your body's trying to learn first what happened, and then your body's trying to learn how do we make other things happen that we used to make happen when we had these organs. So we're just going to run through this real quick. As Galactus calls it, we're going to gunshot it. So again, big shout out to Russell making it happen in a way that he could, with a lot of things falling apart. We'll keep an eye out for any documents to come out with him. Big shout out to the biggest shout out to Piastri, boss hog, big dog over there at McLaren. Lando managed to get him in there. Leclerc and Hamilton keep working at it with Ferrari. Alpine, don't expect a lot from them the whole season, but to see them here and there is going to be nice. Max Verstappen, hey, you should have done a lot more with what you had, which really wasn't less, but from what we hear, all that other stuff got omitted. So I don't want to hear nothing about the pit stops and all that stuff, because the FIA erased that when they pulled out the safety car from Max, and he got to pull right up back in the line and pull into the pits. He didn't miss the pit. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Max Verstappen, that's what he earned y'all today. He earned you sixth place. Let's give a nice little shout out to Haas. I don't like them because they're not really a true American team. They don't function as a true American team, but Behrman and Ocon both in points for the race. We'll take that. Yuki Tsunoda in the points in 2 races. He's proved that he's better than Liam Lawson, and he's proved that Red Bull were full of shit when they made the decision they made. DG Big Blue said Red Bull Racing will be 4th in the Constructors' Championship at best. Navy, hoorah. And then we'll go into Antonelli. I think a bit of maybe some mismanagement on his pit stop and the decision on when to bring Antonelli in may have caused this, but still Antonelli is doing a damn good job for a rookie and being 18 years old in the sport of Formula One right now. Albon, Hulk, and Bortoletto, we'll see what happens when y'all turn in the Audi, and we'll see who's around. Hajar, better fortunes next time. You're doing a good job. You're still outperforming Liam Lawson, who was a Red Bull driver and got promoted like he was somebody that was going to be spectacularly great. Still a lot of future left for Lawson, so I'm not cutting him out. Hopefully you do better. No more wrecking for the rest of the season. Will be a lot better for yourself and your career. Lance Stroll, I think Maria Duncan's right. Maria Duncan said that Lance Stroll is trying to show his daddy that he doesn't want to race anymore, and I think Lawrence should listen. And Sainz, I'm really hoping for a better opportunity next time that doesn't happen to you, because it seemed like this weekend was going to be the weekend for you. And with that being said, I really do appreciate you all. Love you all. I will see you in Wolves Den in about 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get some things taken care of for myself, and get some things prepared so I can be on live with you all in there. All right. So peace and love to you all. I love you. Thanks for all the positive vibes. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for encouraging me. And thanks for enjoying the sport of Formula One with me. All right. Peace out. Oh, man.